Example.
Way. So we have to wear shoe booties. Then we have to wear like a gown that covers our whole front and back side. We have to wear an N95 mask. We also have to wear like a face shield to cover all of this. And then we have to cover our hair as well.
So why you have to wear all that?
So because they say it's droplet unless the patient is like incubated, like they have the thing down their throat, like they're breathing through a tube, like on life support. So we have to wear all that. So in case one of them like cough on us, it won't get anywhere, because it can go in through your eyes like anything can. So if they cough on us, it can't go in anywhere, because our nose is covered and our mouth is covered through the N95 mask, but the face shield is to catch any droplets, like when they sneeze. And then if they sneeze, it will land on the gown or the gloves or our hairnet instead of landing on our body. Because if it lands on our body, it can also contaminate us. That's why it's considered contact as well, because it can stay on your body for, I don't remember how long they said, but it can stay on your body, stay on hard surface for a minute, for like 20 minutes, I think.
You stay on your body for 20 minutes?
It stay on hard surfaces.
Oh.
Depending on the type of surface, it can stay on there for like 20 minutes to like an hour.
So, what's one thing that you see outside of work that annoys the living crap out of you? I already know what it is.
These people with these masks and these gloves, though.
What's you mean?
If for us working in the healthcare profession, the N95 masks, I see a lot of people wearing them like Walmart and Kroger, and y'all are wearing them wrong. And it's kind of hilarious to me that y'all are actually wearing these masks and y'all are wearing them wrong, so you're not protecting anybody, especially not yourself. And then the gloves, which is my biggest pet peeve. If you ever go into like a hospital or a nursing home or anywhere they use gloves, you're supposed to change your gloves in between until you touch it. Every time you touch something. So, like if I go into a patient room and I touch the patient, if I take the patient's vitals, I use a pair of gloves. Then if I go to do something else with the patient, I take those gloves off and put on new gloves. Y'all are in Kroger and Walmart going from produce to meat to water, vitamins to this. So whatever was on that orange and produce, you just put it all the way on the vitamins.
Sorry.
You just put it on the vitamins in the vitamin section. So you're not doing nothing. And then the biggest pet peeve is like, y'all didn't touch y'all phones with y'all face. Like whatever was on that orange, like if somebody coughed on that orange, like sneezing, whatever on that orange, guess what you just got on your face from touching your phone with them damn gloves on? Whatever they had. So you're not protecting yourself from nothing. Just use hand sanitizer between touching everything. It's simple, easy as that.
Pretty much, really. There's nothing more really to say, honestly. I know I saw a video of a nurse doing like examples with paint.
Mm-hmm.
And she used like a piece of paper as the cell phone. And she showed how like cross-contamination can go all over the place. Like she started with like, oh well, I'm touching, for example, just like an apple. I'm touching this. Put it in my cart. Oh look, my husband's texting me. I gotta text him back. You see the paint get all over the paper.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh wait, my nose itches. She sees the nose, paint get on the nose. And then she's like, oh, my mom's calling me. Let me answer the phone. All over the side of her face.
That's basically what it is. Like if you don't clean your hands in between whatever you're doing, then you're spreading whatever is on your hands already on it. Like people clean their carts before they go shopping, but then you clean your cart and then you touch like something else, then you touch back your cart. So whatever you just touched on whatever section of the store you was in, you just got that back on your cart. Like, that's why they say carry hand sanitizer around with you. Just don't. Gloves are stupid.
No, the other nurse said wear gloves if they make you feel comfortable, wear them, but just make sure you're washing them in between things, which basically would be the same thing as hand sanitizer.
Exactly.
Just hand sanitize your gloves, or if they make you feel comfortable, or your hands before you touch too much.
Basically. Because that's what, if I do something and I don't want to change my gloves, I just really do sanitize. If it's something like, if I walk out of the room, I sanitize my gloves. Because, you know, we're in a hospital and our supplies are low. So, we're not reusing gloves. But, you know, we are reusing masks and we are reusing stuff like that, like hairnets and stuff like that. But, it's crazy. Like to see y'all in the store with gloves on, like touching everything. And then I come behind y'all like, I don't want to touch what they just touched. And I hope y'all are going home washing y'all produce, because like I said, with these people using gloves and stuff, they're not changing their gloves, they're not sanitizing their gloves. So whatever they have when they came in the store with the gloves on, it's probably on whatever fruit you just brought.
So what do you think about the one clean hand, one dirty hand, like having one glove on and then keeping one hand that you don't touch anything with? That's probably what you touch your phone with, like touch all your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have the glove that you touch everything else with.
Are they sanitizing the gloves?
I don't know what they're doing with the glove. I just know that I've seen some people talking about doing that on like blogs and stuff like that. Most people, normal people around here, like not off of YouTube, aren't doing the one that I've seen, aren't doing the one clean, one dirty. Most people on YouTube I've seen do the one clean, one dirty.
I don't think so. No. Because at the end of the day, there's no telling where these people are putting their gloves on at.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have allergies. So when I go outside and I touch my car, I start sneezing because of all the pollen. We're in Atlanta, so you know the pollen is crazy. I start sneezing because of all the pollen. So if I have on gloves and I'm touching my door handle, then I touch my phone, then I touch my door handle as I walk into my house, guess what I just did? I just brought pollen in the house, and then I'm sitting in the house sneezing, and I'm wondering why am I sneezing in the house? Because I just tracked pollen all in the house.
Any inside the hospital stories? Are y'all getting, well, I don't see it on you, but are y'all getting like what you're seeing, like nurses getting the masks like creased into their faces and everything?
No, because we're in Atlanta, and that's one thing I can't say about my job. We're pretty good with the limiting the exposure of the virus to the employees. Like, if I go in a room, I may go in a room. I work from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So I'm not really in the room that often. But we know how to like trade off, so I'm not wearing a mask for 12 hours straight. That's how the little indentions come in, because those masks have to be so tight that it doesn't let any air in. And that's why I can't wear the mask all night, because I really feel like I'm suffocating from the mask. So I'll be like, when I be in the stores and y'all just have regular masks on, I know y'all aren't wearing it right, because when we're fitted for the mask, it feels like you're dying because you're suffocating. Like, it has to be so tight. Because we can't let any air in. Because if any air gets in, that means we're exposing ourselves to the disease.
So basically, if you can see air getting out, or you can feel any air getting in, you're not 100% protected.
No. Like, little surgical masks are fine. Like, you can't really wear those wrong. But the people who have, like, the N95 masks that they're wearing out, like, make sure you like go on YouTube. There are probably YouTube videos saying how you properly secure a mask on. Go on that. But I'm gonna tell you, really, like if you wear it for more than like 10 minutes, you're gonna feel like you're suffocating because of how tight it's supposed to be on your face. But like I was saying, that's the reason why we're not as bad as any other place right now, like New York and all the other places that have like, you know, shortages of nurses and people are flying out to go help and all that stuff. We're not that bad right here in Atlanta, but it is still like, if I don't need to go in the room, I'm not going in the room, so I don't get exposed too much to the virus. Like we can trade off, like if I'm working with a certain person, like me and them trade off every few minutes. Like if I go in the room the first time, they'll go in the room the next time, or the nurse will go in the room, so we won't have to be in the room like all night exposing ourselves. There's one thing I can't say that's good about my job, like they make sure that they limit to exposure so a lot of people won't be in and up sick and stuff like that.
Any other hospital stories or stuff y'all going through up there, or anything you like to share? Funny stories.
Like what?
I don't know. I'm not there.
Not really. We don't have any like funny stories. It's just like I might play down it because we're not as bad, but there are people who are actually but there are people who are actually like suffering very bad from the disease, like I see every day, and it's kind of hard to look at. So like sometimes it makes you like break down, like you know you're doing something good, but it's like also like it tears you up inside sometimes, because it's like a lot of these people that we get, like you can like see your family members in them and be like I couldn't watch this person suffer this way or have to deal with this and stuff like that without getting like going home and being choked up when you get home and crying when you get home. Because there have been plenty of patients that I have talked to and heard their stories that it's sad. It is very sad to watch. But then we do have the patients who are actually in good spirits, who was like, this is not going to get me down. I'm still going to live my life. Like, they're still planning their life after they survive this. They're not signing their death certificate, if that makes sense.
That's how you got to be in these times, though.
Exactly.
If you don't keep your own spirits up, ain't nobody going to let you keep your spirits up.
Because, like, some of them be so
especially
good.
not the media. Sorry, I had to get that out.
Yeah. It's good to see. And then, like, some patients, they be in good spirits and they just want to laugh and talk to you. And, like, they just want company, because most of the hospitals, like my hospitals, we're not allowing visitors right now. So, when you go in with the patient and they like talk your ear off the whole time, like I try to sit there and listen and have a conversation with them, because they're there by themselves, literally. Like they can't have family members, they can't have anybody in the room with them. Like it's just them in four walls until they can go home. And a lot of them let it get them down and start going into depression and doesn't want to deal with the situation. And then there's some people who be like, oh, yeah, my children this and my children that. And after I get out of here, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I'd be like, at least you planning for the future. Because some of these people done signed their death notice and they ain't trying to hear nothing we talking about. But it's also scary when the patients who be like, do you think this is going to kill me? And you have to sit there and have a poker face and just reassure them that that's not mine. I can't determine that.
Damn.
Because I have asked that a lot. with working with these patients. They be like, am I going to die? And I'm like, I was like, it kind of hits your heart. It pulls at your heartstrings when people say that. But, you can't really, like, say anything about it. It's like, I'm not the judge of that. Like, I'm just here to make sure you're comfortable. And that somebody's here for you until you go home.
Because ultimately that is the goal. For everybody to go home.
Exactly. Nobody has died. Nobody wants to sit there and deal with somebody who's dying. Because if you ever sat there and watched somebody physically die, it's like the most depressing thing you would ever have to deal with. Like, they won't do nothing. Like, they would just sit there and, like, do nothing. Like, it's just a scary thing.
It's getting emotional and deep. I wasn't expecting this. Maybe let's break this sadness that you brought up.
You said talk about it. What you want me to talk about?
I didn't mean Fox News. Talk about it. Damn.
No, never listen to shit Fox News say, because they so damn stupid.
So, anything else? Like nurses' stories or anything?
One thing that will help you survive if you're in the nursing field is have a good group of coworkers. Because my coworkers are freaking hilarious. Like, we talk shit all night and we laugh all night.
So y'all basically help each other get through it.
Basically. Because of what we do for a living. Like, if we sit there and drown our sorrows in what we're doing, we'll be depressed like 24/7.
Yeah.
But you have good co-workers who will be like, oh, such and such I did this weekend, or such and such I did this, or let me tell you what my boyfriend did, and let me tell you what my husband, my girlfriend, my blah, blah, blah. Talk shit all night, so you're laughing all night. It makes for a good shift. Like, if y'all can play around and joke and have fun. Like, not taking away from the seriousness of the situation, but if you don't have that escape, then you're going to drown yourself in your work because you're going to be depressed. And it's so funny because people keep asking me, oh, can I come see you? Or because people ask me, can I hang out with you? Or can I do this and I cannot do that with you? And it sucks when I say no, because I just want to be alone. Because sometimes I need that, like, day after I've worked 12-hour shift, like 12 hours in a row, and after dealing with those patients, I just need that time to, like, decompress, if that makes sense. Like, I just need that time to myself. Like, it's no hard feelings to anybody. Like, I don't want to hang out with you or anything. But after you work in a situation like that, it's like, I just need quiet for like 24 hours. Like, I need nothing. Like, I just want to lay in my bed and just stay there and not move for like a whole 24 hours. Just so I can brighten my mood up again, so I can be a normal person again. If that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It does make sense.
It makes sense. I understand that. Me, even just working 4 days a week, sometimes I just need to just be like, I hate these people. Like, I know, I signed up for overtime, and Friday I was like mentally just dead. Like, I was just like, why am I around these people at this time? I guess you can say mentally I'm just like used to not being around them that day. Used to just having like that 40 hours of being around people and then just being to myself and then not having to worry about anybody. But then it's like, except for my family. But then it's like, you take that one random overtime that she was just like, oh, I'm going to get this overtime. And you get there and you're just like, bro, what did I sign up for? Like, mentally, I don't think I can handle this.
That's how I am. Because mostly during the wintertime, we have like hella overtime in my job. So I usually sign up. I work like 5 12-hour shifts a week. And then like towards the end of the wintertime, that's when we started getting the COVID-19 patients. And I was like, okay, I could work my normal 4, no joke. But when I went in for that 5th day, I was like, bruh, do I really have to be here right now? And it's like, but like I said, if you have a good couple co-workers that you work with, like the time just flies.
Yeah.
Because you won't have to worry about nothing. Like, it's work, but you're enjoying yourself also. It's not like you're just drowning yourself in work constantly.
Yeah, that's one thing I can say. Being an essential worker, I do work with a good group of people that make the day go by faster. But I feel like when everybody's kind of in the same headspace, where they're just kind of like, I'm just coming in to get the shift over and going home, that day be the slowest day ever.
Oh, that's how it is at the hospital.
Dying.
That's how it be where I work at. Because if I work, like, every job has these people. It's not just my job. Like, you have those coworkers that be like, oh, I'm just here to finish this shift. And then you have these set of coworkers that be like, oh, I'm here to talk shit the whole night. What's up?
Yeah. That's what we do.
But when you with the tourists, they're like, oh, I'm here to talk shit the whole night. It's like the day zoom by. But if you hear with just those coworkers who be like, okay, I'm just trying to get these 12 hours open, I'm trying to go the fuck home. It's like those 12 hours never end. You look up, you come in at 7. Next thing you know, it's only 9 o'clock. You feel like you've been here for 6 fucking hours. Like, the amount of work that you do in them 2 hours, it feels like you've been there a whole 6 hours.
It does.
That's because them people don't do a goddamn thing.
That is true. Some people be hiding, not doing anything, leave it to everybody else, and we are tired.
Yes. Because I know there has been plenty of times where I went out to that parking garage and I had to take a nap because I was so tired. Because I was doing this work, I was doing his work, her work, and I was like, what the fuck are you here for? Go home.
Leave.
If you didn't come to work, you need to go the fuck home. Like, I'm sorry. It just is how it is.
Just leave.
Just leave.
You're not needed.
You're not essential, basically. You're
That's
taking up air.
You're not essential. Get up out of here. We can do this. We were running 4 of these lines when you weren't here. We could work without you. We could work with you. But if you're going to cry, go home.
Exactly. If you got to go in the bathroom and cry for like a little 20 minutes.
Nah, I ain't mean tear up. I meant cry. Like, you came in, you mad because you got to do your job. And when I was doing my job, your job, his job, her job, I wasn't crying. I was here. I was making my bread. I was living. But when you come back, you want to run the supervisor. Like, you want to do this. You want to whine. No. It's the same job we worked in the winter. What are you whining for? I'm sorry. I'm pressed. I'm over it. The crown's bringing it out of me. I'm pressed. I'm pressed. Right. But bro, like, I'm just to the point where I'm just like, homie, like, come in and do your job. If you're not gonna come in and do your job, just leave. Like, it's not even that serious.
It's not. You trained for this. You know what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. Why aren't you doing it? That's what I'm not understanding.
Like that in every
I think every job has that. They have that set of co-workers that are just lazy for no motherfucking reason.
I can name a few, but we keeping names out of this.
I could name a whole bunch of them. But, you know,
we got more than a handful?
We got more than a handful.
Oh, what's that?
But, you know, like, I work better. Like, I'm a nurse tech. Technically, I'm a CNA. But, hell, I do more work than the RNs do. So, therefore, like, I can do the RN's job because I have done that shit before.
Oh. But
we're not going to get on that. So, but, you know, there's some good nurses and there's some bullshit nurses. But it's like that in every job. Because I used to work in retail. There's some bullshit supervisors and there's some good supervisors. Then there's some people in all workforces, no matter retail, customer service, healthcare, warehouse, industry workers who want you to kiss their ass so you can get ahead. Sorry. It's not about to kiss nobody's ass.
We not.
I have a nice ass. You can kiss mine.
We wasn't raised that way.
I'm not kissing nobody's ass. Because just believe there's more jobs out here. If I need a job, I can get it.
If I could ever get my dad on this podcast, that would be the latest podcast in the world.
It could be. Because Daddy talk whole shit.
Love you, Daddy.
But yeah. But there's some funny times in healthcare.
You know how it is being raised by a Scorpio and a Taurus and being.
Oh, they don't get no shits. None at all. Not a damn one. They will not sugarcoat shit for you growing up. Like,
I know I was listening with Baba. I was like, they told me that to get you your Mother's Day gift. And she was like, what is it? Show me. I'm like, I can't show you. Because if I still get it for you, it wouldn't be a gift. And she was like, I don't care. You shouldn't have brought it up. Show me.
All right. My fondest memory of Daddy was when I was 18, like, I came out the closet. So, my daddy's a Taurus. So he goes, are you gay? I was like, sir. He said, you don't talk to no men. All I see is females. So I asked the question. Sir.
He just had to know.
I was like, yeah. He was like, okay. And walked off.
This is the household we was raised.
Or when I told my mother, she was like, cause my ass, I was in school. And I texted to her. I said, I think I'm gay. She's like, we'll talk when you get home.
That's Scorpio. We gonna figure this out when you get home. She probably was waiting on you like, no, what you talking about?
She was like, she was waiting on me at the door, really. It's just crazy. Hell, we could do a whole podcast about my parents.
We should do a family podcast. All four of us.
They'd be like,
Mama Day gonna give her like, nah, it wasn't like that. No, what you talking about? What you do?
Yeah, they stubborn as hell. That's why we don't get along.
I think Daddy's still downstairs. He being kind of rude.
We're not being rude. You know, working in healthcare is like, I seen some memes. Is that what called memes? Memes on Facebook about memes? Memes, yeah, memes. Working in healthcare,
maybe memes.
Where they like, it says, what does it say? It says you don't know that these people exist until you start working at healthcare. That shit is fucking right. Because some of these patients will be like, you be like, who raised you? Patient. It was like this elderly white man. And for some reason, every time I went in his room, like it was always my job in the morning to give him a bath. And every time I went in his room, he always asked me about sex. And I was like, that's not in my job description. And he go, so one time I was giving him a bath. And he said he like blatantly, as I said, is sex involved in this treatment. I was like, is it? Because when I signed up for this job, that was not in my job description. And he just laughs at me. You know, he's like, I'm sorry. I just thought I would have asked. I didn't know what kind of treatment I was getting. I didn't know where I was. I was like, sir, you're in the hospital. You're sick. He's like, I understand that.
It's not the Players Club.
He's like, I understand that. He's like, I understand that I'm in a hospital. But, you know, you're very attractive. I'm just asking. You're asking what? He's like, never mind.
For a little piece of change.
Our patients who just blunt out rude, who want to call you out your name because you don't give them what they want. And like, I've been called everything from like a black bitch to a ugly motherfucker and all this other stuff. But then you want to ask me for shit that you don't need. You a damn diabetic, your sugar 500. And you talking about, can I get an orange juice? No, you can't get no orange juice.
Not from this black motherfucker.
Exactly. That part.
Not from this black motherfucker. No.
Not from the black bitch that you just called a black bitch. No, I'm not giving you no orange juice.
You need some orange juice? Sorry.
Or they be like, can I have some graham crackers? Can you have graham crackers? Knowing damn well you on clear liquids and you can't have shit to eat right now. The fuck?
But is there any advice? Let's go ahead and start and wrap this up. Is there any advice you got for people?
Wash your goddamn hands. Wash your ass too.
Wash your ass. Deodorize your pits.
Wash your hands. Use hand sanitizer. Practice proper hygiene.
Practice safe sex.
That too. Because we don't need no babies come December. Or January. Please use protections. Because the condom section is still full in the grocery stores for some reason.
We don't need no corona, no rona, no no vid being born in
COVID
December.
Babies.
Oh, no 19. We don't need none of them. We need them all to stay in your imagination.
Yeah, no babies. Just leave the babies where they at. Because we've been on isolation for like over a month right now. We've been on isolation, quarantine.
I didn't celebrate the grand opening 7205 because of it. Like, I was going to do it on my birthday because I released it on my birthday, but planning for the actual drop kind of led to me not planning a drop party. So I was planning one like a week or two after, and that's when really all of this went insane.
Exactly, because I was supposed to go on a cruise in like middle of May. Shit didn't happen.
Any more experiences at work?
No. You always need a good gay coworker.
Good gay coworker?
Like a very
we had a good gay
a very
co-worker.
feminine gay
I'm
coworker.
mad about this. I'm gonna keep talking about it. We had a good gay coworker. He was my husband. He was everybody's husband. Everybody had a crush on him. And they ended up firing him. Still upset about it.
Why they fired him?
Reasons that cannot be disclosed.
Oh. Okay.
But he was a good human.
But my gay husband at my job.
And they fired him.
Is an HR nightmare.
And I felt like we got divorced that day. And I feel I'm still going through whatever postpartum is to divorce. I think that's just straight depression. But whenever I walk in and he's not there, I'm just sad. No other gay man can take his place.
Never. That one gay best friend that you have that is male, that male gay best friend, you cannot replace him for nothing.
Now, my work auntie is gay.
Who your work auntie?
Casey.
Is she cute?
I'm not sure if I'm qualified to answer that question.
Why you may say that?
Did you not hear me call her my auntie?
We don't like our aunties. They all
I'm cutting this part out, first off. Don't talk about our aunties.
We only like one of them. I bet y'all guess who. Guess.
You trying to start fights?
Fuck y'all.
I'm gonna need you to stop drinking. You come for heads now. I need you to stop.
Okay, I stop.
So work.
What about work?
I'm sure that's what we were talking about before the battery died. You had to remember what you were talking about before the battery died.
What was I talking about before work?
You were talking about your gay husband at work.
Oh, my gay husband. I love him. He's white. And he's gay. And he's amazing.
He's white?
Yes. And he is an HR nightmare.
Why is he an HR nightmare?
He is. He feels and touches on every female, but he's gay as hell. He wouldn't know what to do with us. And he loves black booties and whatever.
Black booties?
Yeah. You know, we have a little bit more than, white booties sometimes.
Are we getting racist?
No, I'm not racist. I love all women. But
Hit her line. Hit her line.
Sorry. No.
Free pics after 9.
Technically, I'm still married. Technically.
Free pics after 9.
Whatever.
Hit her line. She got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You don't use your Twitter. Twitter probably get you something if you actually used it. Twitter out of pocket.
That's why I haven't been on Twitter in like forever.
Twitter's like a whole like a black internet without the black internet. Like
me and social media really don't get along. Cause I
she
still
got
have
MySpace.
I ain't had a MySpace since high school.
She has MySpace. Get
Nobody.
at her.
No.
Living wealthy, black lesbian nurse.
Now you gonna say they hear from me
These
for mama.
options outside of the circle she's currently working in because she has better taste. But what all you get out of McDonough, Georgia is not it.
I need for you to stop drinking. Cause you getting really out of pocket.
I'm not even feeling it.
You out of pocket.
I mean, if we got a chance to advertise you, boo, we need to advertise you, boo. Let's just let them know. Are you the femme?
No.
Are you the stud?
No.
Are you a stem?
Yes.
Ooh, she's a stem.
You get the best of both worlds.
She got the locks.
that need to be washed.
Shut up. She thick. She working on her body. Everybody in our family thick. So if you want someone thick with 2 C's,
2 C's.
hit her up.
More like 3 C's.
So let's just, since you've been arguing with me to discuss your new Instagram, TikTok, and etc. name, let's go ahead and discuss that on podcast.
I think I changed it.
To what?
My TikTok name is Ashley period Renee with the A 90. So it's ASH.
That's so too much information about yourself.
That's fine. Follow me on TikTok.
How's that fine?
DM me.
Do you want that to be your internet name?
I don't know.
I just realized I moved that light and never moved it back.
That's fine. But I've been on TikTok for like a week.
I'm currently filming a TikTok documentary.
And if you're under the age of 29, don't follow me.
Why can't you?
Because I don't like young thirst traps.
What's wrong with 28, 27, 26?
Do y'all got y'all shit together? What's y'all credit score? Can we buy a house in 3 years?
My credit score good, buddy.
Not everybody's credit score is good. My credit score is good.
Is it?
Yes. Now it is.
How you gonna judge somebody for being somewhere you was 2 weeks ago?
My credit score has been popping since I bought my house. So.
What is popping?
700 plus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I don't need nobody with like a 400.
So, you just gonna have your screen names be Ashley Renee. Ashley period Renee 90. I
asked you to help me, but you ain't never helped me.
I said let's discuss it right now.
Okay.
Pour the drink. Let's discuss.
What are we discussing?
What should your?
Because I'm tired of using my government name because I don't need everybody to know my government name.
And there's like 50 million Ashley Renees.
There is. So I went to high school and there was 5 Ashley Williams.
You should change your name to Little Clorox.
Little Clorox.
Little Clorox.
What the fuck is Little Clorox?
Let's see.
What?
I don't know. Or deep coffee. Dark coffee. Dark roasted.
Dark roast.
Roasted coffee.
Roasted coffee. Dark roast coffee. Why? Because I'm dark skinned.
Ooh, roasted dark.
That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does. You roasted till you was dark, nigga. What the fuck?
Have you seen my parents?
Have you seen your dad? We ain't gonna talk about that subject today. But I don't know. You gotta have something that makes people want to like and subscribe. I recently got 1 subscriber, back in the 107 game. But what describes you though? Because I've been going by vibes since early high school, maybe late middle school. I think it was early high school though.
I don't know.
Because in high school I was in a group called Static Flames, where we were claiming to be.
What the fuck was that?
A band, but niggas never happened. So
I don't know.
What describes you? Like, what are you? Like Rocky from Bad Girls Club? Are you pretty girl Rocky? Or do you have a nickname?
I'm more like essential worker Rocky. All I do is work and sleep.
That's
and
not
drink.
Gonna work.
And work.
It's not gonna work.
How do something like a nurse in it?
Well,
like
if you did
Nurse
something
Bay.
with nursing, people would expect you. If I pull up on somebody's profile and they had nursing in the name, I would expect like them teaching me how to do certain medical procedures.
Nah, fuck that.
Like how to check my blood pressure.
She checking out the blood
How
pressure.
to lower my blood sugar.
Eat right, you lower your blood sugar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nurse,
all I do is work and come home.
That's in your description.
Okay.
Because I know there's this one girl on TikTok who do a lot of, I guess, CNA type TikToks. But I don't think she has nurse in her name. But you can tell by her TikTok that she is a nurse.
A nurse tech.
But she's not selling herself as a nurse.
I don't know. Well, let me describe myself. I'm thick with 3 C's.
3 C's?
3 C's.
3.
Because I'm thick. Like,
so you
150 pounds plus thick.
Thick.
I'm thick. I'm gay.
Gay?
I like vagina.
Oh. Okay.
My mouth is reckless as hell.
Reckless, thick, dark roasted coffee.
This long as hell. What else? I like to work. I can't dance, obviously.
How's that obvious? You haven't danced.
Oh, your YouTube videos say it.
When have we danced in my YouTube videos?
When you was cooking with Mama.
Oh.
I can't dance.
That part hasn't come out yet. I don't think. At least in the time of this being filmed.
Yeah.
It hasn't come out yet.
I'm a nurse tech. I'm reckless. My mouth is very
What that mouth do?
It does a lot. I don't know, Nisha.
That's one of the worst questions to have to answer, though.
What? What do you do?
Describe yourself.
I don't know. I'd rather have
that question
people describe me.
Every job interview.
I hate that question. What are your strengths when you go to a job interview? And I'm like,
I can come in 2 drinks.
I'm on time. I get the job done.
I can come in 2 drinks.
You don't have to fuss at me. But I talk back. That's my only weakness.
Yep. I should talk back more. But we're not talking
You
about
should.
me.
I'm a good worker. Like, I work good. I'm a team player. I get my job done. You don't have to worry about me not coming into work. But if you fuck with me, I do talk back. I will pop off real quick.
I feel like I've gotten into this deep hole where if I start talking back, because I feel like I'm more inclined to talk back now at 26 than I was ever at 25. It wouldn't go right. So that's what holds me back from talking.
It comes with age. Because when I was like 25 and under, I was like, I need to get this check. So let me do what they tell me to do so I can get my money. But after 25, I was like, fuck you. I'm not doing that shit. You don't pay me enough. Can you raise my pay? Then I might do this, but you want me to do this and that and this and that? That's not in my job description.
Supposed to be doing that.
Exactly. But you want me to clean up this and clean this on top of doing my other job that y'all hired me for. Are you gonna put some more dollar signs at the end of this paycheck?
More money speaks.
Money speaks. Because if right now, if you paying me the money that I'm paying now, but you come up and be like, oh, if we pay you $30 an hour, will you do this? I'll be like, Master, what you want me to do?
Not massa. Massa, I'll do it for you. Just raise me by $5 more, bruh. I got you, bruh. Hit me up, bruh. I got you.
Just playing.
I fire anybody you want to, master.
I'm just saying, y'all want to add all these job descriptions to what y'all didn't hire me for, but y'all ain't coming up with no damn money to back this shit up.
Back to your new social media name.
I don't know. Just say, if you're under 25 and you got your shit together, you stay with your parents, don't follow me. And don't be in my inbox.
Hold up, man. Hold up. You can't sit up here and knock people, what, over 25, you said?
Under
25 living with their parents. You can't knock them.
Why?
Excuse the burp. You can't knock them. Because what if their parents are like ours? Older. And they're just kind of low-key taking care of them. Because both of our parents are of retirement age.
That's true. But nowadays, most of y'all parents are still in their motherfucking 30s. And they don't need no goddamn help. But y'all just living on with them for the hell of it.
I think that's what people don't understand about, because everybody's always shocked when I tell them our parents' age.
That's because we was raised from older parents. Our parents didn't just wind up pregnant and had to raise a baby and got married. It was no shotgun wedding. Our parents was together before they had children. Our parents was together a good 10 years before they even had kids.
Not sure how accurate that is, but yeah.
They were.
10 years?
They got married in 86. And they was together 5 years before that. I was born in 90. Which means I was conceived in 89.
Y'all still nasty. How?
Because I was born in September. I was born in September, which means my mom got pregnant in December. Which means my mom got pregnant in December of 89. So
I was conceived in 1993.
Exactly. So when
and the legend was born March 1st, 1994.
So when I look at relationships, I see that you're supposed to work and try to make the relationship work. You're not supposed to just give up, because my parents was raised, because I was raised by older parents. Like a lot of people nowadays, when they get in relationships, it's like one thing.
If you ain't dating to marry, you shouldn't be dating at all.
Exactly.
That's one thing I saw.
I don't date that many people. Like, people be like, oh, I have like 5, 6, 7 exes. I only have 2 exes. Like, I don't date people unless it's like we're dating for a reason. Like, if I'm dating to marry you, like, I'm not gonna bullshit. Like, I fucked around. Like, that's just who I am. It's like I'm gay. Like, that's what the fuck lesbians do. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like, if I actually am in a serious committed relationship with somebody, like, I'm dating to have a future with you. Like, even before the whole like gay shit was like legally married.
What is the before the gay shit?
Like, before gay marriage was legalized, like, I still dated to have like a future with somebody. I never dated just to like hook up with somebody and break up. Like, if we go through some shit, like, I'ma sit there and we gonna sit down. We gonna sit in the living room. We gonna be like, so what can we do to resolve this? Or what can we do to make sure this shit don't happen again?
I'm gonna cut out that whole part where I put, let's end in this. Let's start in this, because we've gone on for like another 20 minutes. But
like, I don't feel like you should date anybody unless you're like on that same wavelength. Like, I want you, you want me. Like, I see a future with you. Do you see a future with me? Type bullshit. But if you just trying to like that's why when every relationship I get in, I ask you from the jump, what are you trying to do in this relationship? And you say, oh, I'm just trying to fuck around. Then that's all we're going to do. We're going to fuck around. Don't catch feelings because I will hurt your feelings. It's simple and easy as that. But if you actually trying to like start something like have a family and all this other stuff, then I will probably take you more seriously than somebody who tells me they just trying to fuck around.
Hit me up. Sounded right to say. I don't even know really how to get into the dating scene.
Like nowadays, I'm scared to date because a lot of people aren't truthful anymore. Like everybody has something like hidden in there themselves, like they won't admit it. Like you still stuck, like a lot, like in the gay community, it's like either they're still stuck on their ex or they not out to their family. And I'll be damned if I'm the bitch you come out to, cause I'm gonna strike that shit right there.
We need to start paying attention to that more.
Because, like, I've dated some people who are not out. And this girl, next thing I knew, she was pregnant. And I was like,
oh.
So you still fucking around with niggas.
Okay.
We can't do that.
So lesbians can't go, well, not really go with, but if a dude, just because they've always dreamed of having a child.
I'm not saying that.
But is it frowned upon in the gay community? Why does this make me sound like, this makes me sound like I'm talking like Trump. Does it frowned upon in the gay community?
It's okay. So I understand if I'm dating somebody and they're like, I want a child. If you tell me straight up that you want a child, I will sit there and be like, we gonna weigh out all our options. Like, if we do artificial insemination, that's like almost $3,000 a pop.
I'm sorry, I had turned off. It was making me laugh.
That's like $3,000 a pop. So if you be like, okay, so I had this homeboy who would actually let me do, you know, he would actually impregnate me for such and such amount of money, which is a lot cheaper than $3,000. I'd be like, okay, we can talk about it and we can discuss it.
Homeboy.
But
gay boy. If
homeboy has been fiending for you since middle school and just trying to fuck, then that's a different story.
A completely different story. That sounds like dreams are going to be made.
But if you still, like, I need to understand, like, if I'm dating, like, a bisexual person, I want you to still tell me, like, I want to know that you are faithful to whoever you're dating. Like, there's a lot of bisexual girls who be like, oh, I'm with this person, but I still get, you know, dick on the side.
So let's talk about bisexual people.
Why are we talking about bisexual people?
No reason. Can't tell you why.
My situation in the gay community, like, I don't care if you're bisexual or if you're straight, gay, whatever you do. Like, whatever floats your boat, I'm cool. But make sure that when you're dating whoever you're dating, like if you're bisexual and you're dating a woman, or you're the bisexual and you're dating a man, make sure you're faithful to that person. Like, don't go dipping and dabbing in shit that you know you shouldn't be doing. Like, if you dating a man and you want to be with a woman, don't go dipping and dabbling in no damn woman. You supposed to be faithful to that man because that's who you with. Or if you with a woman, vice versa. If you with a woman, don't go dipping and dabbling in dick if you know that's what you want. If that's what you want, then go get that.
Just acknowledge the fact that this conversation went from COVID to bisexual. Let's just go ahead and chat about that. That's hilarious.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
that's really what I want this podcast to be. I just want it to be a chat.
Like if
just
that's
cocktails.
If that's what you into, let that be you into. Like if we dating, like if I'm dating a bisexual girl and she tells me, "Oh, I like females, but I dip and dab in dick every once in a while," I'm gonna be like, "Okay, bitch, that's your problem, but we not gonna be together."
That's what Ashley said.
But we not gonna be together. Like we can, mess around every once in a while. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna take you seriously because you still don't know. Like you still want to be with dick, but you don't want to. Like you not committing to one sex at a time. Like I said, if you with a man and you bisexual, be with that man. But if you with a female, be with that female. Don't cheat and look for the other sex if you're not going to commit fully to that person. Like, I'm not a person who dabbles in cheating. Trust and believe. If I was, I wouldn't be sexually frustrated right now. But, anyway.
Oh, okay. We done went all the way there.
So, that's all I'm saying. Like, if you with a man, stay with a man. If you with a woman, stay with a woman. Don't dip and dab in each.
Stay with that woman.
Yeah, stay with that man or stay with that weapon. Don't go because you with a man and you want to be, you desire the touch of a female. You desire the touch of a female, you'll be with a female and cheat on that man. Cheating is never called for. If that's what you want, then you just need to be single. Yeah. If you want to go flipping and flopping from male to female to male to female, then just be single. It's simple, easy as that. Like, don't get nobody feelings involved if you unsure about your feelings. That's it.
I don't even know, like, with all the stuff we done talked about in this podcast, I don't even know what to title this anymore. Should it be like lesbian nurse talks about COVID and her dating life? Or like what should it be? Because you're doing all the talking in this and I'm just kind of adding like ad-libs like...
You can always ask questions like what do you want to know?
Like if it was the baby song.
Because it got emotional.
You would be the verse and I'd be like, oh, ew.
It's like you said it got emotional, so I tried to like...
It did get emotional. Now it's hype. Now it's on a whole nother level of hype.
Yeah, because I could talk about this subject all day.
All day?
All day. It's kind of funny. It is kind of funny because, like, I love the gay community.
I do too.
Like, y'all lit.
They're the people you want to be around, low key. Like,
they gonna tell you, they gonna call you on your shit and not care at all. And sometimes that's what you need. Somebody who gonna call you on your shit.
Best friend.
They do. Everybody needs a good gay best friend. Like, if you fucking up, I need my gay best friend to be like, bitch, you fucking up. You need to sit your ass down.
I got my baby daddy and my husband.
You need to sit your ass down somewhere and figure out what the fuck you want before.
Not actual baby daddy.
Before shit hits the fucking fan. Because in the last week I've been going through some shit and it's like...
What you been going through, girl?
We can't talk about that right now.
She never wants to talk to me about anything.
I can talk to you off camera.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
You never talk to me about anything that's going on with you.
But, like I technically, I'm still a married woman. Point blank period. I'm married to a female.
You're gay?
Obviously. Like, I'm married to a female. Legally married, like, no, oh, that's my wife type shit. No, married? We went to DeKalb County Courthouse and got fucking married.
You thought it wasn't illegal in Georgia?
It's legal. It's very illegal. But, like, at this stage in my life, like, I don't want to deal with nobody else's bullshit. And that's basically what it was. Like, I was putting up with bullshit, but they wasn't doing right by me. Like, they was doing right by themselves, but they wasn't doing right by me. Type shit.
So why stay?
Because when you love somebody, no, regardless of what they put you through. Like, it's not that she put me through stuff. Like, I understand, like, most people don't understand where our relationship comes from. Because I understand that she been through some shit and I've been through the same shit. Even though I don't speak on it, I've been through it. And I understand how that can affect somebody in the long term. So, like, I feel like giving her time to heal is what she needs.
But should you be put on the back burner while she heals?
If that's what I choose to do, if that's what I choose, then yes. Because that was my choice to do that.
But do you feel like you should?
I feel like I shouldn't be put on the back burner, but if I made that choice to be put on the back burner, then that's what I should do. Because you can't do nothing.
It's kind of like other people in our family who's gone through very traumatic experiences. You can't keep blaming that person that put you through that traumatic experience for how you treat others and what you do.
That's true.
You have to eventually grow from it.
Exactly. And
but
at
if you're not choosing to grow, that's on you. You shouldn't.
And at the end of the day,
you should be able to hurt people by it.
If you haven't been through a traumatic experience, you don't know how somebody else heals from a traumatic experience. Like, I've been through a traumatic experience. And I know with myself, it took me some years to heal from a traumatic experience. Like, it don't take everybody. Everybody can't wake up the next day and be like, okay, I went through this. Fuck that. I'm going to move on. Some people, it takes years for them to realize, like, I was in a fucked up situation. I don't know how to deal with this fucked up situation. So let me figure out how to deal with this situation.
What have you been through?
Like, it doesn't, like, what I've been through, like, I have never been physically abused, but I have been mentally and emotionally abused.
No.
You sound like you're gonna fight somebody.
I just want to talk.
You know who. You know who. But at the end of the day, mine wasn't as bad because I still had that self-confidence that I'm the shit and I can get past this.
Hit list.
Huh? It's like I've had that experience where I've had people in my life who have built me up and built my self-confidence so that when shit like that happens, it doesn't affect me as much as somebody who has never had that. And with my partner that I am married to, she's never had somebody who built her up and tell her that everything's going to be okay and everything's going to be this. Like, I have my sister, I have my best friend, I have my parents, I have all of them to be like, oh, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that, you don't deserve that kind of treatment. But when people who don't have that kind of...
I don't build you up.
I
don't build you up.
I said my sister.
You ugly.
Shut up. So when you don't have that kind of people in your life, you fall to the deep ends. And most people who don't have that, they fall into abusive relationships because they don't think that they can be with somebody who will treat them better, or somebody who that sees their beauty behind their scars, or somebody who sees that. Like, in my instances, is that the word? Instances? I'm kind of drunk. In my instances, like, my best friend tells me every day that you're better than all the stuff that you've been through. You're better than this. My sister, she'll be like, you're beautiful. You don't deserve to be treated like that. My parents have built up my confidence when I was younger to know that I am beautiful, even though other people may not see me as beautiful, that I'm still beautiful no matter what. Like, my mom will tell you, she has no ugly kids.
Yeah, but it's still hard being her prettiest child. You know, like, it's hard being
Prettiest.
this pretty.
Prettiest.
It's hard being this pretty.
First of all, we came from the same father and same mother, so we looked exactly the fuck alike.
No, we don't.
Anyway.
I look like mama's side, you look like daddy's side.
Okay. Anyway.
And your mama's prettiest child.
But anyway, if you have that backbone where somebody builds you up and not breaks you down your whole life, then when somebody actually tells you, oh, you're ugly, you're going to look at them and be like, bitch, where? Because I'm not ugly.
You're going to be like, oh.
Bitch, where?
She wasn't talking to you. You wasn't talking to me. I'm smoking.
Because at the end of the day,
I mean, I haven't really been in a relationship, so I wouldn't even be able to really talk to you about this. But I mean, I know how people should be treated. Because I've been treated like shit by a lot of people.
Even if like somebody treats you, because somebody treats you as shit because like in my relationship, like in my marriage, like I can admittedly say that I've been treated like shit because I put myself on a back burner to like uplift somebody who has never been uplifted before. Like your mama has never, like her mother has never uplifted her. Like her family has never.
Are you drunk?
Maybe.
You swear like that.
Like if somebody has never uplifted you and made you feel like you the shit, like people don't understand that. Like if you have somebody in your background in your ear, like I hear my best friend every day when I look in the mirror and be like, bitch, you bad. Like I hear her voice in my head.
It's like that
every day.
It's that Jennifer Lewis TikTok. Like I look in the mirror every morning, brush my teeth, and I go like, and then I say, these was pretty bitch.
Like if you don't have that in your life, then you gonna feel like when anytime somebody talks about you, that's what you believe. Like if somebody calls you ugly, that's what you gonna believe. Like I'm ugly. Like when somebody calls you like you're unworthy of being loved, then that's what you gonna believe because that's how you feel because you have never had somebody who be like, oh, you worthy of being loved, you're worthy of this, you're worthy of that. It's like you have to deal with that in the back of your mind. You're thinking like, oh, maybe because I look in the mirror and I'm dark skinned, I'm not worthy of being loved, or my hair is short, or this or that. Like I'm not worthy of being loved because of the way I look. But if you have somebody in your team rooting for you, anything else anybody else says is irrelevant. Like my gay husband boosts me up like it's nobody's business. Like that little, like I love that little white boy. Like he boosts me up for like when we at work, he be like, ooh, you sexy. Let me grab your ass and all this other shit. Like, he's an HR nightmare. Like, I'm going to tell y'all right. He is an HR nightmare. But I love him so much because at the end of the day, when I look at myself in the mirror, I know I'm beautiful. I know I'm cute. I know I'm this. Can't nobody tell me that I'm not beautiful. And can't nobody ever tell me that I'm not cute because I'm look at you like you dumb as fuck. And I'm be like, bitch, where? Where am I ugly? Where am I not cute? Have you seen my parents? My parents are bad as hell. Like, cute don't make ugly. So I'm cute as hell. Like in middle school, I had low self-confidence because everybody could call me ugly. Then I come home and talk to my mama and be like, oh, this person called me ugly. And my mama go the same thing. I don't make ugly children. So therefore, she's wrong.
Damn, mama ain't ever talk to me like that. I guess she likes you more.
But it's true. Like, my mama will tell you straight up, be like, oh, I'm ugly. Now, my mama goes, she said, I don't make ugly children.
Mama don't make ugly children.
Well, she doesn't.
They make ugly grandchildren.
Shut up.
Shut
up. An hour and 27 minutes.
I ain't talking about that one. I'm talking about all of them. He ain't make ugly children either. Or dumb. Everybody in our family is smart. Turning this off is throwing me off. Everybody in our family is smart. They just chooses to use their education for stupid reasons.
Exactly.
But
but it's like,
that's what they choose.
If you choose to feed into negativity, then that's on you. I choose myself. I don't choose to feed into negativity.
I try really hard to be the light in everybody's life. And I try to be easy. I try not to be difficult or whatever. But
I'm difficult as hell.
But at a certain point in my life, like right now, I'm reconciling with myself, thinking to myself, like, you need to be more difficult. You need to speak what's on your mind. Because once you start letting all that stuff out your mind, everybody gonna hate you for a second. Then they gonna respect you because you actually telling them they ain't shit.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to family, like, even though we, like, grew up together, like, y'all may be in y'all 20s when I was in my, like, single-digit ages, y'all have to realize that I'm a 30-year-old woman. Like, I'm not that single-digit 9-year-old, 8-year-old anymore. I'm actually a grown woman. I can speak for my damn self now. Y'all still put me in that damn category as those little kids that y'all used to hang out with back in the day. We're not that anymore. We're all grown. Y'all are in y'all damn almost 50, and I'm almost 30. So if I say something, y'all need to respect me, because if y'all don't, y'all will get these hands.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of, and this is going to get some backlash, we already know it, but I'm going to leave it in because it needs to be said. Me personally, as literally the youngest cousin in our family, not knocking on Jackie's son, but he was married into the family. Mm-hmm. But to be honest, being the youngest first cousin in the family, I feel like a lot of people don't listen to me, and they take a lot of stuff I say as jokes, or they just choose it. Like, I feel like I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I felt like I had to post something from my mama's page on Facebook just to get the right reaction.
And it shouldn't be like that. Like, we're all grown. Like, we're all over the age of 21. We can all drink. Like, y'all buy alcohol all the damn time. But at the end of the day, we're still all grown. Like, y'all still treat us as like we're these adolescent teenagers that y'all can't listen to anymore.
And I feel like the questions that I ask, or the questions that I should not be shut down to a sense where it's like, oh, we don't need to talk about this right now. I feel like it should be talked about, because if y'all do randomly decide to do X, Y, and Z, I should have a heads up, seeing as how y'all are changing stuff.
Exactly. Like, because I posted something and y'all said that you don't get a refund back. I didn't really care about it.
I'm not getting into extensive details.
Like, I don't give a fuck about a refund, because I can always make that shit back. My thing is all the people who, like, book they shit, like, they hotels, and we booked the Airbnb. Our Airbnb, is she gonna be able to get all the deposits back from the stuff that she booked for the event? Like, it's not that I don't need the money. Like, I can make the money back. Money is no thing to me. Like, I can give two fucks about money. Like, basically, all my bills are paid. I'm good. But, like, are y'all gonna be able to get y'all refund back from y'all hotels? Are y'all gonna be able to get y'all refund back from y'all Airbnbs? Are y'all gonna be able to get y'all refund back from the building that she booked? Are y'all gonna be able to get y'all refund back from this? Are y'all gonna get y'all refund back from that? That's my concept, because a lot of people aren't offering refunds because of this pandemic, because they be like, oh, you booked it, so you have to deal with it or not. Like, there are some places in Atlanta, like, my friend, she booked her wedding at a place, and they can't have their wedding because they had over 300 people coming to their wedding, and they're not able to get their refund back. So, if she's not able to get her refund back, then what does that mean for the family reunion? Is she just going to have to waste that money that she already spent? That's the shit I'm talking about. Like, y'all come for me in the comments and shit, At first,
and
DMs, because y'all text me DMs and talk about this, that. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. You gotta redo this. You gotta respect her. Blah blah blah. This blah blah that. First of all, you in my DMs bothering me. Never mind. Let me hush. Because for real,
for there to be respect, you gotta give respect.
Exactly.
There is an underlying respect for everybody in the family, but you need, just like I need to watch what I say, you need to watch what you say.
Exactly. Because if I ask you a question, honest, truthfully, I really want to answer the question. So if you are avoiding my question, that means you have no respect for me or my question. And for y'all to comment and Run's talking about, oh, she's only one person. I don't give a fuck if she one person. First of all, if I ask the question, you're supposed to acknowledge me because I am a person also as well. So for you not to acknowledge me means that you don't respect me. And if you want me to give you respect, you have to give respect in return. I'm not going to hand out respect because that's the... Working in healthcare and working with the elderly patients, they think you're supposed to automatically give respect. I don't automatically give respect to nobody because y'all will be the first ones to be like, oh, you black bitch, like you ain't done shit for me after I done wiped your damn ass and all this other shit. Exactly. So therefore, if I ask you something, you should respect me enough to answer my question. And that's on period.
On period. We all adults.
Hell, I'm damn near 30. I ain't no teenager no more. I've been out of my teens for 10 years. And if y'all not gonna respect me like an adult, y'all get this backlash like anybody.
We're all adults. We should be able to talk like adults.
Exactly. And if you can't talk like an adult to me because you still think I'm one of these adolescent teenagers, then you have nothing to say to me.
But you know, whatever. We already knew we was born into the black sheep of the family.
I don't care.
And I could go into deeper with that black sheep comment, but I'm not going to.
Because, like, they keep saying, like, people keep commenting saying that I'm disrespectful and all this other stuff because of the words that I say. At the end of the day, this is how I talk every day. For us to be cousins, y'all don't understand that because y'all don't talk to me. Like, if you ask any of my coworkers, if you ask my wife, if you ask anybody, my mouth is mad disrespectful. And I talk like this every single day. I don't sugarcoat shit for nobody. And I'm not going to sugarcoat shit for no family members either. Y'all can take it or leave it as y'all want to. Y'all can take it, leave it, or shove it up. Never mind.
So, on to the next subject. So what did you think of the drink?
The drink was good. The drink was good.
No comments or concerns?
We need to figure out the ratio. The ratio.
Yeah, we put a lot of alcohol in ours, but
it's because we come from an alcoholic family.
I'm still thirsty, so we just gonna drink the Sprite. Oops, oops, I wasted it. Oops. There's a little alcohol in it.
What else you want to talk about? I can talk for days.
I don't know. We've come from Corona to family. I don't understand how we got all the way over here.
Because there's some shit that just needs to be said. Like, y'all tripping.
No disrespect to our family.
All disrespect.
But
all disrespect.
Respect our comments like we respect yours.
Like, exactly. If I ask you something and you ignore my comment, then if I get disrespectful, don't come for me. Because first of all, you was disrespectful first.
My sister is forever out of pocket. And
I'm forever out of pocket.
I can control this midget. So
I will be out of pocket till the day I die.
If she come for you, I can't stop her.
So if you have been out of pocket with me and you see me at the family reunion, don't say nothing to me because I will be straight out of pocket again.
Half of my cousins, I don't even know. I was that young.
Got my heart rate up and everything.
Huh?
They got my heart rate up and everything.
You
Apple Watch talk about you have a high heart rate.
Talk about family, bro. Like,
because
this whole thing was blue, bro.
Because some people in this family are just mad disrespectful, and then when you get respect,
Just gonna come over here and get this ice again.
And when you get disrespectful back, they feel like, oh, you shouldn't be disrespectful. Like talking about no disrespect to grandma, I'm just gonna leave it. No disrespect to your parents or grandma, I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, leave it at that, because I'm gonna still get mad disrespectful because I don't give a fuck. I'm a grown ass woman. I got my own bills, got my own merch. I'm staying in my parents' house. If you got something to say to me, you better say it to me. You ain't got shit to say to my parents. You ain't got shit to say to my grandma. You ain't got nothing to say to me. Say it to Ashley.
If you say it to my mom, she will tell me.
Yeah, she gonna tell me. If you call her and be like, oh, such and just called saying that you was doing this and doing this on Facebook, she gonna tell me. And I'm be like, well, tell them to tell me. They ain't gotta go between the middleman.
I ain't even trying to be disrespectful when I make this comment. But I've been carrying around a camera since 2013. I've been taking pictures. I've been recording videos since 2013. And for people to come out of nowhere with, oh, I didn't know you had a business. I didn't know you were doing this professionally. It's been damn near 10 years I've had this camera. I want to upgrade. This is what I want to do. And when you ask me for a service and I give you my price, family or not, I'm charging you. I'm sorry. We not doing it for free. Because guess what? Stuff ain't free. You want to know how much a camera is right now? $2,000. The cheapest
What?
You sprayed whatever the hell your we're all over here. But whatever, the cheapest camera I can get right now is $1,200. And I don't want that camera. The camera I want is $6,000. And they're not going any lower or any shallower than that. So you want me to keep this camera from 2000 and I think 10.
Mm-hmm.
And not be able to upgrade, but give you my best work? That's not how it's gonna work. I'm sorry. Granted, I don't do my best work all the time, but if I was getting paid, I would. Right. If I had the time, I would. If I didn't have to have a full-time job and I could just work with my camera and make ends meet, I would. Because that's something I've always wanted to do. I've been making videos without this camera. I was making slideshows, adding music to it. Y'all seen it. Y'all know. Don't play dumb when I throw you a price tag. And that's that on period. I don't care.
But that also comes with the territory because at the end of the day, they really don't take us seriously. Since you say you're the youngest one of the family, I'm the second youngest. No, I'm not. I still come from that family where we're still looked at as the youngest members, so they don't take us seriously. Why the fuck should I take y'all seriously if you don't take me seriously? That comes back with you gotta get respect to get respect. If you come at me in my inbox talking mad bullshit, but you don't get mad bullshit
but
back.
You think I'm technically still in a diaper and you think I can't talk?
Cause you technically think you gonna message me talking about respect blah 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 and respect blah blah blah. Who the fuck is talking to you? I didn't say shit to you. I didn't say shit to you. And if she disrespected me,
when you said that, I felt, who the fuck is talking to you?
Exactly. Who the fuck is talking to you? Because we have nothing, not a goddamn thing to talk about. I can't say nothing to you. If you felt some type of way because of what the shit I posted, that's on you. You get your feelings hurt real quick. I don't. I could give two shits. You can cuss me out and I'll walk outside and be the happiest motherfucker in the whole wide world. Because I don't give a shit what nobody else say about me. Because at the end of the day, Ashley gonna say what Ashley has to say. You either like it or you don't like it. And if you like it, we cool. If you don't like it, you can kiss my ass.
Can we get off family? I feel like family is like a really strong subject.
Family is a really strong subject because of the family that we come from. The family that we come from, they all want to be all buddy, goody, and do all this stuff together. But when shit hits the fan, they want to be like, oh, you're supposed to respect this person. You're supposed to respect this person. The only person I gotta respect is my parents, my grandma, and God. All y'all motherfucking cousins who don't do shit for me.
You are not allowed to use God and motherfucker in the same sentence.
But all y'all cousins who don't do nothing for me but talk shit behind my back and say that I'm being disrespectful, that's what y'all can do. Y'all can talk all the shit y'all want to talk. I can give two shits. Two shits. And if y'all watching this and y'all feelings are hurt, sorry. Not really, but sorry.
Can we change subject or end this?
Sure, we can change subject. What we going to talk about?
I don't know. Choose something, because I don't know how the hell we got here.
We got here because... How did we get here?
I don't know. I'm so confused.
No. And if y'all gonna be in my inbox, I'm gonna cuss your ass out. I'm just gonna say that right now. I'm not gonna say names.
Don't cuss out.
But I'm cussing everybody out. Some people won't get cussed out. Some people I will take your comments into... I will validate y'all comments and say something nice to y'all. But some of y'all...
We getting off family.
It's on site.
It's Peter Griffin and Chicken.
Huh?
Peter Griffin and Chicken.
It's on site. I will cuss y'all out. No hands down.
I think this might be considering we're at an hour and 47 minutes recorded right now. And I already know I'm lazy.
You have to edit.
And I got stuff to edit.
What you want to talk about? I can talk for days. I could do podcasts because I can talk for days.
Obviously, you can talk for days.
I'll be cussing, drinking.
Like, I don't know how we got from Corona to my family ain't shit. But we got there. And it's a thing right now. Like,
woo. There are a lot of y'all that ain't shit. Fight me.
They got 7 text messages.
You said no phones.
How the hell I get 7 text messages? Something that important? You have anything else you want to say?
No.
People about COVID, your love life, your family, shit. I don't know.
Oh. I do love life. As soon as this life open back the fuck up.
Oh, please. Trump
Please open
up in May 1st.
No. It's not time to open back up yet.
Why you say that?
Because not everybody got tested for corona. So at the end of the day, we don't know who has corona and who don't has corona. So as soon as y'all go back to work, the people who have corona and don't know they have corona, it's going to affect everybody at the workplace. So that's when the numbers are going to skyrocket.
That's what I'm scared of when, because since all this has started at my job, everybody's been gone basically. Even though low-key short-handed ever since. Even
though they say 2 weeks, it's like,
okay, yeah.
People don't hate when people do this, but it's like the flu. Like, there's no flu, no cure for the flu. You just have to let it run its course. That's the same thing with the coronavirus. You just have to let it run its course. Like, nobody know how long it has to run its course. Like, the flu runs its course for 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks. It depends on the person. But corona is a new virus and nobody knows anything about it. So they say quarantine yourself for 2 weeks. But what if the virus doesn't last 2 weeks? What if the virus lasts 4 weeks or 6 weeks or something like that? You will never know because it's a new virus. You just have to wash your hands, wash your ass, use hand sanitizer.
Use deodorant.
take all the measured precautions to make sure that you don't spread it until you're done. And if you do feel sick, stay home. If you have a fever, like they say, check it. Like before we go to work, we have to check our fever before we go to work.
They give us thermometers, but they were like little paper thermometers, and I lost
But
them.
if you have a low grade fever, any fever at all, don't go to work. If you have a sore throat, don't go to work. If you have shortness of breath, don't go to work.
If you musky,
unless you're like, I have shortness of breath all the time because I'm fat. So that doesn't apply to me. If it's anything outside of the normal for yourself, then that's what I'm talking about. Fat people have shortness of breath all the time. Like, I can walk up the stairs and be like, whoo, bitch, I'm fat.
we go from corona to she fat. I'm done.
So, like they say, anything outside normal. If you have a fever, if you have shortness of breath, sore throat, and now they say diarrhea. So, I understand why y'all brought toilet paper. Whoop-de-doo.
They was buying toilet paper for that new diarrhea was a thing.
So, if you have any symptoms of corona, like if you have any flu-like symptoms, don't go to work so you don't infect people. Like, jobs are very lenient. I can't even say the word. Lenient. Right now.
You said it correctly.
Lenient. Shut up. Lenient right
You said
now.
it wrong, then.
Shut up. Lenient right now, so that if you call them and be like, oh, I'm experiencing sore throat, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. They're going to be like, oh, stay home for 2 weeks because we don't want you to infect anybody else. So this is a good time right now. But don't be taking advantage of this staying home for 2 weeks shit and not doing nothing. Like, if you're not really sick, take your ass to fucking work.
Oh, here comes the best friend calling for no reason.
Want me to answer?
Answer FaceTime.
Hello. I'm recording the podcast. I'll call you back.
She's like, God damn. We're almost done.
So, if you're not sick, because a lot of people have been being like, oh, I can't come to work because such this.
Fear of exposure. But I'm
fear of exposure.
I'm actually feared of exposure.
But if you have a fear of exposure and you have like a weakened immune system or something that weakens your immune system, so
diabetes,
you're
severe obesity, what else would they
severe obesity, cancer. If you're a cancer patient or in remission from cancer, then no, you shouldn't go to work. Or even if you have like an immune disease, if you have immune disease like HIV, AIDS, something like that, you shouldn't be like, if you know you are easily infected like asthma or bronchitis or something like that, then you shouldn't go to work because it's going to be easier for you to catch the infection than anybody else.
But we say that to bring it all the way back around to
protect yourself.
And after this, treat yourself. Because
yes.
we've all been struggling.
After this, treat yourself. If you have to go get your nails done, if you got to go get your hair done, like if you look like
if you need a wax.
Because I need one.
Oh.
Because if you need a wax, if you need anything, because I need a massage too. Like, they just took the money out my account for my massage. If you need a massage, go and do what you need to do to take care of yourself. Because at the end of the day, this has been a very, very bad couple of months. Because a lot of people have sunk into a state of depression. And depression sucks. From two people who deal with depression, it fucking sucks. Like, before this happened, depression was all around me. Like, and then after this, when I was understanding that I couldn't do nothing, like, I like going out for mimosas. I like going out for brunch. I like going out to eat.
Mimosas and drinking them at the
I
house.
like going to the park and interacting with other people. I I'm depressed, but I like hugging people. Like, I love hugging people. Like, if I see you in public and you come up to me and try to hug me, I might fight you. But after that, you tell me, oh, I just want a hug. I will give you a hug. I don't like people walking up on me for no reason.
You, but if you come up and you're like, oh my God, you're huge vibes, I might.
Yeah, if you come up and you be like, oh, Instagram, I saw you on YouTube and I just want to give TikTok. You a hug.
So it's like,
I will give you a hug. But at the end of the day, I like going out. I like doing stuff. I like doing anything to get my mind off of sitting in the house. Like, because those 4 walls, they get really depressing.
Yes, they do. Those
4 walls in this house will get really depressing. And it will get you down. So if after this is all over with, you need to do whatever is your
mental health reset.
Exactly. Whatever you have to do to reset your mental health, do that. Because
I told my best friend we going somewhere after this.
Because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna stand your struggle but you. So like me, after all this is over with, I already told my gay best friend, my gay husband, we're going on a trip because I need to get away from Atlanta. Like, Atlanta has been closed for so long. Like, I can't do nothing. Like, I like going into places like Flying Biscuit to eat and have mimosas. I like going to
Dave and
Buster's and play video games. I like doing all this stuff, but I can't do this shit right now. Like, all my outlets are gone. Like, nobody has an outlet anymore. And it kind of sucks. Like, everybody knows they need that one outlet. Like, you can sleep all day if you want to. If that's your outlet, do you. That's your business. But if your outlet is like me, I like to drink. And I can't go drink and I don't like drinking at the house. I like going out to drink. With Ubers. We use Uber. Lyft. To get my drinks. And then I get my ride back home. That's what I do.
Taxi cab.
Taxis. That's what I do. Or I go vacation. Like, fly me out to Miami. I want to play in the sand.
They got anacondas in Miami.
Or fly me out to Cali. I want to socialize. No.
Dirty old.
Like, my birthday's in September. I want to go to Cancun. Can I? Who knows yet? But my ticket is booked.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Oh. It was $150 for round trip.
You didn't
this shit was booked.
You didn't tell me to book a trip.
I told you we were going to Cancun for my birthday.
You didn't tell me shit.
But, yeah.
All in all, we hope you enjoyed whatever the name of this podcast is.
Whatever.
I don't know how we literally came full circle like this ring light in our face right now. But we did. And we will see you next time on the official episode 1.
Let's talk about friends right quick.
Oh.
I'm just
Oh! Oh! Okay. You want to talk about friends?
No. That's the next podcast.
Okay. With you? Next podcast with you?
Yep.
We'll see you next time on the official episode 1 of whatever the name of this podcast will be. It'll be in the title because I would decide.
That's the name of the podcast, whatever this podcast is called.
So, I will see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye. Drink happy.
Drink responsibly.
Drink happy.
Because we don't need those in the ER either.
Drink responsibly and eat Uncrustables because Uncrustables are life.
We don't need y'all in the ER with jaundice. Thank you.
What?
That's another podcast.
Oh, okay. Bye. 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 Bye.